Hello buddy and welcome to episode 10 of Berrysville. In today's episode we're gonna work on a few different things, but the first thing we're doing is this restaurant over here. Not sure what it's actually called, but I'd assume it's called something with Texas because it has those signs there. And I just thought it would fit really well in this town because this is obviously meant to be a town based in Texas. So I thought this restaurant would fit very nice, and I've had it from the start of the project, and I knew I wanted to put it down somewhere, and I finally got around to doing that in today's episode. But yeah, we'll also be doing like I guess a sort of medical building, because I saw we needed that because we didn't really have anything like that in the town. And I actually am using the medical building by King Leno, which also says Texas outside of it. So, but yeah, you'll see that a little bit later on in the time lapse. We'll also be making the last motel for this project, the last abandoned motel, which is by Kano. He made 3 motels for this series, which is super nice. I'm really just lucky to be able to use all of those, and I'm really thankful that Kano wanted to make them, because it really improved this project a lot. And yeah, the same goes for both King Leno with his amazing custom U-drop-in cafe that he made, and also all the cool props and abandoned cars by Die Hard Hunter. So yeah, thanks once again to those guys. They've just made this project a lot better. So yeah, once again, big thank you to all of those. But I'll get into the abandoned motel a little bit later on when we get into it. But right now I'm just doing some detailing around this restaurant over here. I wanted to have like a bit of a back lot, because I wanted to have like a place where the trucks could drop off stuff, because I felt like that would be pretty realistic. But yeah, so in case you've noticed, I don't know if you have, but I haven't been uploading I didn't upload the last week. I took a bit of a break from Berrysville, and you might have seen me tweet about it. I did tweet about it, well, it's gonna be like pretty much last week when this video comes up. But yeah, I did tweet about it, and I also posted on the community tab on the channel as well. So make sure to follow me on Twitter if you want updates like that. But yeah, so I tweeted that I took a bit of a break. I needed a little bit of a break from Berrysville. My plan was actually to record some more New Toulouse. In case you don't know about that project, and in case you just started watching from the Berrysville series, New Toulouse is a New Orleans inspired city, which I have going on my channel, and I took quite a long break from it, like a few months. I haven't uploaded any new episode of that series. It's definitely not dead. Like I have not ended that series. It will definitely keep on going. But I recorded quite a bit of footage actually, and I think it all turned out pretty nice. But I wanted to get like some more footage for the time lapse because I didn't really think it was enough. But I don't know, I just sort of got exhausted playing in that city because the FPS is so freaking low. I get like 5 FPS playing there, and it just sort of gets pretty annoying sometimes, and you can sometimes just lose motivation playing in such low FPS, and I guess there's a lot of people that can probably relate to this, and it's just nice to play in like a smaller town, which Berrysville is, with much better FPS. Even though it's not the greatest, I mean, I'm playing in like 20, 25 FPS, and sometimes like 30, 35. But that's really good for City Skylines, because most like ultra detailed big cities get like 5 and max 10 FPS. So getting 25 to 30 FPS is actually really good, and I don't know, I find it much easier to just enjoy a project which has much better FPS, and this is probably pretty normal, I guess. But yeah, so that was the reason I didn't really complete the like New Toulouse episode. But I will definitely get back to it. I do want to complete it and get a New Toulouse episode out, so don't worry, that project isn't dead. I'm almost finished with the footage of that episode, and I definitely want to get it out. I just need to get some motivation to sort of, I guess, hold out with those really terrible FPS. But yeah, anyway, so let's get back to what we're doing on the time lapse. So I'm putting down the second church of Berrysville. Not sure what type of church this is. Actually don't know. Let me know if you know what sort of church this is. It probably already says it, but yeah. I don't know if it's like a Baptist church or something like that, but I found like a pretty nice sign that I put outside of the church a little bit later on, which says something with temple, so I don't know. I just sort of thought that sign fit pretty nice, and you'll see me do that later on, but right now I'm just putting down a lot of paths around this church where, I don't know, they lead up to the entrances, because, I mean, there are a lot of doors in this church, so I needed quite a lot of pathways, and yeah, I thought we needed a second church, because, I don't know, Shamrock has like a bunch of different churches, so it probably has like 7 churches in Shamrock, and it's such a small town, so I definitely thought we needed a second church. There aren't actually that many on the workshop. There is this one and the one I used in some like older episode, I can't remember which one. But I mean, there aren't that many churches that would fit a town like this, so I don't know if I'll be doing more of them, but we have 2 churches at least in this town, which I think is still pretty good. But yeah, so I've been rambling quite a lot now in this time lapse, and I'm just gonna let you listen to some music for a few minutes, and then I guess we'll get into some stories for this episode. So yeah, just enjoy the time lapse with some music, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Before we get into today's story segment, I want to talk a little bit about the last episode where we built the high school, and I asked for a name for the sports team. And there were a lot of great suggestions, but I picked the one that got the most upvotes, and this comment or suggestion was by Roomfighter4, and that person suggested Berrysville Coyotes for the sports team, and I thought it was a really good name, and it got the most upvotes, so I decided to pick that one, and I just think that name just really sounds very nice when you say it, so thanks a lot for that suggestion. I really appreciate it, and it's really cool having like a name for the sports team. Just makes it more interesting, I guess. But yeah, as I said, we're gonna get into a story segment for today's episode, and it will be a little bit different because this story was actually suggested in episode 3 for the McDonald's we put down in episode 1, and it is by Ruas. So we'll get into this story now and take a look at it. So yeah, enjoy. The McDonald's of Berrysville was never meant to be built. John Harriola, mayor of Berrysville, wanted McDonald's to be built in the town after eating some in his hometown of Austin. The town council turned him down, saying no to McDonald's because of the recent growth of Jack Pearl's Chicken and other mom-and-pop restaurants. Unfortunately, Harriola accused the members of the town council for the robbery of Jim White's gas station in 1989 when they were young. After the accusing, Harriola had the council arrested, but they all fled just in time. Harriola, the real robber of White's gas station, put his own supporters and aides into the council, where they voted yes to McDonald's. Protesters tried to stop the McDonald's being built, but it was too late. It remains, and this ended the growth of Jack Pearl's Chicken. As I said, this story was created by Ruos, so a big thanks to you, and let's get on with the time-lapse. So now we're getting into making the final motel of this town. Well, at least the final abandoned motel, because I don't know, I might do like I guess modern motel in the future, but this is the final abandoned motel. So this is obviously by Kano as well, as I said before in the time-lapse, and he did an incredible job on this motel as well. It just looks really cool. It's a bit of a, more rectangle shape. So yeah, I really like this one. It has 2 stories as well, which I think is pretty cool. But I'd like to ask you guys if you wanted to come up with a I guess last story for a motel. This will be like the last chance to come up with a story for an abandoned motel. So in case you're interested in that, feel free to leave a story. And also if you do, it would be really nice if you could leave a name for the motel as well, because it's always a little bit easier when I name them on my website, or the website we have for Berrysville, where I collect all of these stories that gets featured in the episodes. So it's just a little bit easier if we have like a name for the motel or gas station or whatever we build. So yeah, make sure to suggest a name as well to the story. And yeah, so talking about the website, I wanted to ask you guys if you think we should keep the website, because I've seen that there aren't that many people actually like using the website. Like I've looked at the analytics and there doesn't seem to be that many people using the website, which, I don't know, it didn't really surprise me. Like, I wasn't really expecting that many people to visit it all the time. But as I said when like I launched the website, I wanted to just have it like for the main reason of collecting all the stories, so it's easier to or for you guys to just go in there and look at a story for something to maybe like connect it with some story you were suggesting. I don't know, I just wanted to like collect all of the awesome stories that everyone suggests and that gets featured. So that was like the plan for the website from the start, and I just wanted to ask you guys if you think we should keep the website and if you think it's necessary, and if you I guess want it to still be up and running. So I'll put up a poll in this video up in the right corner, so go up there, vote yes or no. But yeah, so I'm just putting down some of these abandoned vehicles on this parking lot as well here, and I really liked how this motel turned out, and it will be able, or you will be able to download this around the time when this video comes up. Maybe not like exactly the same time this video goes up, but sometime in the near future of the release of this video, you'll probably be able to download it. So yeah, but really like this motel. I really like how it turned out, and I also used like the last motel sign there as well, which I think looks really cool. You can't really see it now, but I put it down before, and I think it might be like one of my favorites of the 3 signs that Connor made. I really like that one with like the blue touches on it and stuff like that. But yeah, so just putting down like a warehouse there and another little residential home. Then just put down this weird little power thing that I got from the workshop recently. But yeah, so just doing some detailing here with these abandoned cars, and we are actually sort of approaching the yeah, I guess I could say end of the series. So I've been sort of talking about this a little bit before in older episodes, I guess, but we're actually getting kind of close to the end of this series. So I don't really want to like say exactly how many episodes we have left, because I'm not like 100% sure. But I'd assume we have like maybe 3 or max 4 episodes left after this one, and then I'll do some like final cinematic showcases and stuff on the town. So we're actually sort of getting closer to the end of this series, which is pretty cool for me, and it's also kind of sad because I really love this project, and it's been so much fun creating this with all the suggestions and stories and stuff from you guys. So this has just been an incredible project, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. It's definitely been like my favorite project that we've done on this channel, because my idea from the start was to get like as many people involved as possible with like stories and stuff like that, and I think it all like worked really nice, and yeah, but we're not really at the end of the series yet, but I just wanted to mention that and sort of let you know that that we are sort of getting closer to the finale of this series, and my plan is, I guess, to wrap this up before the start of 2019, so I guess that's my little plan, and it's actually gonna be quite nice to finish a project for once in this game, because I haven't really done that. I haven't ever like finished a project that I've done, which I know some people have complained about on my channel, and like the reason for like not completing most of my project is because I just made them too big. That's the main reason why I haven't completed projects on my channel. Because that is something I've learned, that I'm not gonna make like super big projects, but yeah, I've just really enjoyed this Berrysville project, because it's been just a small town, and I've been able to do a lot of like ultra detailing, so it's been a lot of fun. But doing this little medical center building over here, which I thought would fit really nice, because it also says Texas on the wall there. Like sort of similar to the restaurant we put down in the beginning of this episode. So I definitely thought we needed that medical building, and I also wanted to have one because I saw like some complaints in the town of like, I don't know, sick people and stuff like that. So I thought it was a good idea to put down this medical center over here. And I'm doing quite a lot of detailing here with all these curbs and making like some ramps up to the pavements or crosswalks, whatever there. And I kind of liked how that turned out. So I'm using quite a lot of those joints over there, which I really should use more often, because those joints, I think they're by Beard Monkey, they just look incredible, but I don't use them actually that often, but I think I really should start with that, because they really do look great and they add some really nice detailing. But yeah, so we are pretty much approaching the end of this time-lapse. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, make sure to leave a like and show your support by doing that, and also subscribe if you are new to the channel and want to see more videos like this, and make sure to also push the notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. But also make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I've started to actually be a little bit more consistent on Instagram and started to upload there again. So make sure to follow me on those two platforms. But yeah, it's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.